What's up, guys? Welcome back to Broke Man Finance. A lot of times you either buy and sell stocks depending on your investment strategy, but sometimes there's stocks you should really plan to buy and hold for a long time, or what some people have labeled as their forever stock.
Forever. Forever.
Today I'm listing some of the top companies that I currently have in my portfolio and why I have no plans to sell them anytime soon. And really, for the sake of the video, I have labeled them as my forever stocks. Of course, there are a lot of other great companies out there. I by no means are saying these are the top companies that you should put in your portfolio, or that these are the only top companies out there that exist for long-term plays. I looked at my portfolio and I really come up with these short lists. I thought it'd be a quick, fun way to share them with you and kind of see what you think. If you agree with the stocks as far as being a forever stocks, as I go through the video, please throw those comments in the comment section. I would love to hear your input. So the number one stock in my portfolio right now that I plan on having for a very, very long time, it's a no-brainer, and that is Amazon. Yes, although they are very pricey for a single share, they really have shown zero signs of slowing down in the near future. Over the next couple of years, really 10 to 15 years, I think they are going to continue to grow as far as the size of the company, the massive amounts of revenue they bring in, and hopefully for us as investors, their overall stock price. Now, just under 10 years ago, Amazon was trading under $200 a share. And since then, they've increased over 1,600% to over $3,100 a share. That's a 160% increase each year. Now, just like any other major company, as they continue to grow and expand, Amazon has acquired several other companies that's really added to their massive amounts of revenue stream. While although the core of the company is Amazon.com, acquisitions like Whole Foods, Zappos, and PillPack really has helped diversify them and keep them in a great position to continue growing over the next 10 to 15 years. Now, to me, the only thing that would make this stock even more of a buy was if they had a dividend payout. But for this stock, I'm okay with not receiving a dividend because, like I mentioned before, they've increased 160% over each year over the past 10 years. So I'm okay with not getting a dividend on this stock as long as they keep increasing. Even if they go half the amount that they've increased over the past 10 years, I'm okay with that. So until a major competitor comes out, even their competitor like Walmart, really I don't think they have the means to compete with Amazon and really threaten them as far as valuation of a company. I plan on keeping this stock for a very long time. Now, the next stock is an energy stock, and we're not talking about companies like Exxon, Marathon, or BP that are very volatile and they experience ups and downs depending on the price of crude oil each day. But instead, this is a necessity energy stock, something that we have to have each and every day to function in our society. Now, I'm talking about Duke Energy, which is currently headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina, and roughly has around 30,000 employees, making it one of the largest energy sector companies in the United States. So currently their stock is around $90 a share. And the thing I like about it, they've seen an overall stable increase of around 60% the past 10 years, with really no major dips according to this graph. And then of course what's attracted a lot of investors to them, not only them being a stable value stock, but they have a dividend yield of 4.29%. And then the majority of their service area is to customers in Indiana, Ohio, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. However, the good thing is, like any company that has to be sustainable and move forward and have a vision moving forward, they have to be innovative. And Duke Energy has been one of those companies. They've been very progressive with expanding their services with renewable energy all across the United States, not just their service areas right now. Duke Energy has been very public in stating they want to be proactive in doing their part as far as reduction of emissions. And one of their goals by 2030 is to retire all of their all-oil coal plants in the Carolinas, and then could be completely net zero carbon by 2050 alone. So for a company that has a great balance sheet, they pay out a decent dividend, and really the most important thing, they have a consumer base for the next several years. This company really is in a great position to continue to grow in value and in size, which is a great thing for us as investors. Now, this next stock is a tech stock. And let's be honest, if you haven't had this stock in your portfolio, then you have been missing out. And of course, I'm talking about none other than Apple. Like Amazon, Apple stock has seen a massive really steady increase over the past 10 years of over 1,000%. And to make their stock even better, they do pay out a dividend. Although their dividend yield is, let's be honest, less than 1%. Right now it's at 0.62%. But hey, it's better than nothing. At least you get something for owning some of their stock. So between the iPhones, the iWatches, the iPads, the iTunes, and the Apple iStore, they are in a great position to continue to grow over the next several years. I do understand that a lot of people are either an Apple fan or they're not an Apple fan. I personally am an Apple fan. I'm an Apple investor, and I think looking ahead on this company with their involvement with artificial intelligence, and they also are looking to have their own self-driving car in the next couple of years that's set to be in production, hopefully by 5 to 6 years. I think they're in a great position to continue to grow their company, bring in that revenue, hopefully increase that dividend payout, and overall, I have no plans of selling the stock anytime soon and plan on keeping them in my portfolio. Now, the last stock I'm going to cover is a consumer stock. And for the sake of this video, because they're very similar in what they offer to consumers, and I like both of the companies, we're going to couple them together, and we're talking about Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Now, while I will admit and be honest, the shutdowns from the virus in 2020 did hurt these companies overall. They took a massive loss of revenue when you look at the grand scheme of things the past really 10 to 20 years. 2020 was probably one of the worst years for them because people wasn't going to the movies, people wasn't going to the restaurants. Overall, it's that they're both a worldwide product. They took a massive hit in sales, but for the long term, I really don't think this is going to affect them. Really, it's going to be a drop of water in the bucket. I think in the long term, they are in a great position to continue to grow in value, grow in size, and be a great growth stock for us as investors. So when we're looking at the stock, covering Pepsi first, they've seen a pretty good steady increase around 10% each year for the past 10 years. And they offer a modest dividend of roughly 2.84% right now. Coke, on the other hand, hasn't seen such a huge increase compared to Pepsi, and they really have only increased around 6% each year the past 10 years. But their dividend payout or their dividend yield is 3.21% right now. Now, like Amazon and these other companies, Coke and Pepsi is no different, and they have been buying these smaller companies and acquiring them. So while they do have their brand of Coke and Pepsi, they own multiple different beverage companies, smaller companies, and it's added to their brand and help increase bringing that revenue stream. And while at the same time, it's been eliminating their competitors. While some consumers are picky about which brand they drink, whether it's Pepsi or Coke, as an investor, I am not picky as long as the company is growing and bringing in revenue, and it pay either increases in their stock price over the next 5 to 10 years, or it pays out that dividend that we like. Coke also being one of the dividend aristocrats the past several years. Like I mentioned in the beginning, they are a lot of other companies that should be a forever stock or a stock that you do not plan on selling in the near future. I thought it'd be fun to do a quick video and push out of the 5 top stocks in my portfolio that I plan on holding. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments section what you think of my top 5 stocks, or if you have some other companies that are your forever stocks. I would love to see those comments. As always, thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next video.